Wow, what an amazing body. How does he do it? Oh my gosh, he is so sexy. It's probably what you're saying right now. So, but relax, because that's me in the sixth grade. Yeah, and when I took this for yearbook, the cameraman was like, "Why'd you take your shirt off, Mr. Barco?" And I told him to shut the fuck up and take the pic. And the rest is history. And if you're bricked up like I am, then go ahead and take your shirt off, twist your nipples a little bit, and enjoy yourself. Because I know this guy is. This is Bricked Up with King Barco. What's good, y'all? I just have one question for you. Are you bricked up? You don't have to tell me nothing. Just, keep it to yourself. It's a little secret. But welcome to the Bricked Up episode with King Barco. Yeah, we're going solo for today. Happy Friday. Also, there's a pre-recorded message on Wednesday. So just so you know. And, but yeah, we're bricked up here at the Too Easy Podcast. Shout out to my co-host. I had to handle some other business, but shout out. We should be back, should be back to normal schedule come next week. So just a heads up. But, yeah, we're bricked up this week. So, not like the brick lady. She lied about that, but we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, much love. I know you guys have been patient. I know I've been saying we're going to drop it this month, and I may have some bad news. So, depending on how our schedules are, because our schedules are all over the place. Trust me, it's all over the place. It's hard to get our schedules together, not to mention we're, thousands of miles apart from each other. So, yeah, it's a little hard to get our schedules together, but we will get it together eventually. So just bear with us, y'all. I understand. It's been a crazy ride. I know, you'd be crying in the corner waiting for a new episode to drop. I get it. But you got to calm down for all our sakes. But yeah. Yeah, we will get together. Promise. Pinky. But yeah. So going back to the brick lady. Yeah. So turns out, if you haven't seen it, actually, let me just start off just with her story. She's a refugee from Somalia or West Africa, whichever one. Her name's Rhoda Usman or something like that. Just gonna call her Brick Lady. Nobody cares. I don't think nobody should really care about her name. What's called, but yeah, she's a scam artist coming in from Somalia or West Africa, whichever one. But yeah, big scammer. She put out this GoFundMe saying that she's a refugee, I'm a single mother, et cetera, scamming people out of thousands of dollars, saying that she was racially discriminated here, which I don't detest because, it happens a lot here, but still, how bad really was it? You know what I mean? There's always two sides to the story. And, somebody like that, they give off Jussie Smollett, Carly Russell energy. So people like that, I was smelling it from a mile away, but I didn't want to say nothing until everything was confirmed. And now it's more or less confirmed. And not looking good. It's not looking good for the brick lady. And but yeah, overall, so come, third scam. And so the third scam where it stems from was her going to a club here in Houston. By the way, my city's not doing good right now. She went to Houston, went to a club, and supposedly she said no to a man when he asked for her number, denied him the guts. So what she said he did was picked up a brick and slapped her with it. And so here's where I start smelling some bullshit. And then there's other videos of people that are in the area, and there's a dude supposedly he was lying. But there was a dude in glasses saying that, yeah, we're in the area and we saw him pick up a brick and hit her. But she was talking shit to him and this and that. But then his story didn't add up. There were stories that just didn't add up with this shit. And so we started looking at it a little further. And I saw a couple videos on TikTok. I saw shout out to MTR. I saw a couple of his videos. He was doing research as well. And yeah, turns out, you know, she didn't file a police report, and which was strange. And people were like, it was weird because she didn't file no police report. In a situation like that, that has to be filed, especially for liability issues for any owner. And funny thing, I should mention the owner because the owner came out and said he didn't see nothing on the cameras. Nothing of the sort happened. He saw the cameras. None of that shit happened, supposedly. And going further, she didn't file a police report. And so there was no police report filed. And on the video, she's going crazy. She's like, how can you let this guy pick up a brick and do this? And all the guys look confused. All the guys in there look confused. And I was like, something's just not fucking adding up. And then this one TikToker, I forgot her fucking name, but she did some digging. And so she found old videos of her and her most recent videos, and she saw that she got cheek injections, the filler injections for the cheeks, and supposedly a lot of people, and she was comparing the videos of the brick lady with a swollen face with people who had face injections, allergic reactions to face injections, and it matched up. Like it looked too much on the money, and everyone was like, "Oh shit!" She had face fillers, or it was called face filler injections, whatever the fuck you call it, and that makes the most sense because then also it turns out supposedly when she went to the doctor, I guess somebody got a file or something from the hospital supposedly, and yeah, supposedly she was there for an allergic reaction. And so more or less the story added up. And so pretty much it's looking like a Carly Russell situation. It's not looking good. And so and so people are calling out now. She's deleting videos. She's all her old videos. She's deleting and shit like that. Anything that could have linked her up to that moment. And keep in mind, they have other old past videos of her too, of her slapping white men. And one of them, she said, it was an older white man. She was like, this is for slavery and all the things that people done, et cetera, et cetera. Slapped the older white man. Slapped white man. The other white man she slapped him in the middle of the street and started twerking. And so, you would think a woman like that goes toe to toe with men could actually defend herself. It was she just dropped the ball that one night. But fuck it. I mean, she has a history of slapping and assaulting people and shit like that. And this is the lady, we put her that black women put their faith in, at least stupid black women. Shout out to all the smart black women that smelt the bullshit a mile away. Shout out to all my sisters. But fucking it just wasn't right. None of this shit added up. It wasn't adding up. And if you're wondering why I'm sweating, I'm in a sauna suit, nasty all over the place. I just got the gym, so I'm recording this after the gym. I didn't want to take a shower because once I take a shower, I probably won't want to go to bed. Then get ready for work. Yeah, I'm a 9 to 5er, so I gotta, make do what I got. But anyways, yeah, shit wasn't adding up. Nothing added up with this, and it was just bullshit, really. Overall, the whole case was bullshit. It was just, there's no case because she didn't file a police report. And, she had this history of assaulting people, and then not to mention she had this one. And ironically, they brought up this old video of her saying that that she doesn't need black men. Lesbians are providers. Black men aren't providers. Lesbians are. It was back in June, I think. And she dropped this. Which is ironically because then in the video, the new one where she got bricked up, she was calling for black men to help her. So honestly, to keep it real, like if I was in that situation in the street and I saw her get bricked up and I already knew who she was and what she's been doing, I probably would have been those men standing by. To keep it real, if it actually did happen, because I don't think it did. A lot of people are calling bullshit. Everybody's calling bullshit. But yeah, I probably would just I would just let it happen. Karma's motherfucker, ain't it? You know, go around slapping white men, you hit the brick wall. But yeah, nah, it is karma, man. You don't play with karma, man. She comes for you, man, and she comes for you tenfold. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody that did the research. Shout out to MTR. Everybody, if I didn't mention you, my fault. Hit me up on the comments that way I can give you a credit in my description, and put the link down on your channel. But but yeah, it was a whole bunch of bullshit coming from that story. I smelt it a mile away. A lot of people smelt it a mile away. And funny thing is, while this happened, before all this shit came out that she was full of shit, you know, the Captain Save-A-Ho of the year probably, Dr. Umar Johnson, came out telling brothers, you should, why did y'all hitting black women, our black queens? Save our black queens. And all this shit, I beg your pardon. Looking ass. Hypocritical ass nigga too. That's a glorified nigga if I ever seen one. It's a glorified simp nigga if I ever seen one. Fuck, that's Dr. Umar Johnson's career is being a glorified simp nigga. That's all he is. Glorified simp nigga. Now he does make some points on certain histories, but overall, garbage. And not to mention, when he was saying all this stuff, you can smell Sukiana's pussy through the phone. When I was watching it, you could smell it on his breath. Like it was so bad that he had a stank pussy on his breath. But yeah, all the video, all the pictures he's been taking with Sukiana, bet he probably been fucking that hoe. Hey, I would not want to stick nothing in Sukiana, Sexy Red, Meg Thee Stallion, any of them hoes. No sir. Couldn't pay me $5. You couldn't pay me $1 million to stick it in with no protection. No sir. Not that you will, I'm fat as fuck and this and that, but still. No sir. Even if I was fucking chiseled and everything. No sir. Yeah. But but yeah, hopefully, she learns this lesson. Hopefully the police start putting in a full on. Supposedly the FBI was running an investigation on her for fraud, supposedly. I don't know if that was true. I didn't confirm it before I shot this video. So supposedly the FBI is doing an investigation on her for fraud. So we'll see. Hopefully she gets jailed up. She's probably going to get bricked up some more in jail. Hopefully she learns a lesson. Like I said, but at the same time, she's a single mother. So hopefully if nothing comes of this, if she actually just disappears from social media for a while and, decides to actually get a fucking job and actually be a decent human being and actually decent mother to her children or her child, whatever. What's called? I wish her luck. I really do. But at the same time, a hoe that's been a hoe this long, like this, doing hoe activities, being in the streets and all this shit, you can't save them, man. So Umar, you can't save this hoe, man. You can't save Sukiana either, man. Like a pimp once told me, throw that hoe away. Oh man. But yeah, can't save that hoe, man. You just can't save it. Some hoes you just can't save. Like I said, there's levels to this. Can't save it. And but yeah, hopefully she gets what's coming to her. I mean, well, let me run that back. That sounds wrong. Hopefully, you know, she realizes that what she was doing was wrong, and she stops. But when you're going this far, going for clout, money, and scamming people, you're all in pretty much. So I don't know. I doubt you're gonna learn this lesson, but we'll see. But anyways, trying to think because I also want to talk about another Captain Save, old fucking Logan Paul. and whole Dylan Dennis fight and shit like that. But I feel like there's something else. Oh, and before I forget, what's called before I even go on to the next story, there's a lot of black women talking shit on black men, saying men ain't shit, men need to protect the black women, this and that. Y'all been quiet this week. Where you at? Because y'all was making a whole case for this lady. Y'all bricked up. Y'all bricked up for the past week and a half. Now this week, nothing. I don't hear nothing. So I'm wondering where you at, ladies. Because y'all were defending this whole to the max. You were ready to go to war for this brick lady. You're ready to go to war for her. Now, I don't see y'all on the front lines no more. Where y'all at? And the thing is, even if it was true, this is what happens when, and let's just say she's not a hoe or whatever, let me just call her a bitch. When bitches get involved with niggas, this is where shit gets twisted. Because bitches get involved with niggas, bitches start blaming black men. Bitches and hoes start going for black men. Start going for our necks and saying black men ain't this, black men ain't that. And my message to y'all is shut the fuck up. Because when y'all making babies with all these niggas off the street, niggas that you do not see a future with, niggas you know would cheat on you in a heartbeat, niggas that don't give one single fuck about you, y'all fuck those niggas and make babies with those niggas. And then you blame black men for your mistakes. So whatever the result of that is, you blame black men and say it's our fault. So, like I said, this shit, there's just shit that it comes with it, and karma's a motherfucker. So all those ladies, especially, y'all probably the same motherfuckers cheering for fucking Kevin Samuel's death when he died. So, like I said, I don't, you get no ounce of remorse from me. But what's called, maybe now might be a time to actually start honoring black men a little bit more and start treating us with more dignity. But I know y'all ain't gonna do that because what is it? Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday for me, but it's gonna be Friday when this releases. So it's Friday. Y'all about to get turned up and go to the club, start shaking your ass. And then you're gonna hear a nigga say, "Hey, what's your name? Can I buy you a drink? Want me to buy you and your girl some drink?" Y'all gonna get turned up, say, "Yes, bitch, yeah, this and that." And that nigga gonna take you home, he's gonna fuck you raw. And you probably gonna have his baby. Not knowing anything about this nigga, know the basics of him, not know that he has a felony, probably doesn't even have a job, probably still stays with his grandmother or mother. Don't worry, ladies. I got you. It's okay. I get it. I understand. It's time to make some mistakes this weekend, ladies. Go ahead and make them. You're doing our community justice. We only have, you know, fatherless children at the all-time high now. 80% as of now in the black community. We're not fatherless children, but single parent households. The highest out of anyone. Out of any race, really. Yeah. Go and fuck that nigga, baby. Go and do your thing. Go do your thing, girl, and then come back to me and start blaming black men. That's right. That's how you do it. Oh man. Shit. This situation was reversed. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, y'all, you would not have heard a peep. Some fucking, let's say, if I was going to the club and then Meg Thee Stallion walks up, it's like, "Hey, I want to take you home. Get in the car or fucking give me your number." Like, no, Meg Thee Stallion. No, I don't want you. I don't want Tory Lane sloppy seconds. I don't want Ben Simmons sloppy seconds. That motherfucker is more bricked up than a bricklayer herself. That man shoots more bricks. I mean, I can't even finish the joke. But that man's built more houses off bricks than any real estate company ever has. No, Meg Thee Stallion. And Meg Thee Stallion fucking grabs the fucking grabs a brick and slaps me in the face with it. You would have heard no two peeps about it. Matter of fact, feminists would have came out and said, "You're right, girl. He deserved to get slapped. Don't nobody reject the queen." Y'all motherfuckers would have been coming after my career. What little career I have. I'd have been like that helpless girl from fucking what's called some fucking oh no, I would have been helpless like Marlon Wayans off Don't Be a Menace, where he's getting pulled into the mail truck by that one girl that goes crazy. That would have been my situation that night. And y'all would have just laughed your asses off. Go figure. So no. And my message to black men, do not stand up for these hoes. Or black, stand up for black women, but do not stand up for these hoes. Or bitches. No. These hoes and bitches, like, and we can get confused too. Because most of these bitches act like hoes, and there's hoes out there that act like bitches. So you can get them confused. And then you can get both of those confused with black women. So no, do not defend any of these hoes. Do not risk your freedom. Do not risk the chance of going to jail for defending these hoes. Do not. Let them take that ass whooping. Because honestly, me personally, I got too much shit to handle. I'm not gonna do that for no hoe or no bitch that's fucking running her mouth. I'm just not. I'm just not. And say you can say chivalry is dead, but guess who killed it? You hoes and bitches. You killed it. So yeah, I think I'm just I think I'm getting a little ignorant now. I think I'm going on a little bit of a rant right now. But I don't give a fuck. I'm bricked up. Fuck you thought this was. Fucking. I never said I was the good guy. I'm the villain. I ain't the fucking good guy. So don't expect me to be Captain Savo like Dr. Umar Johnson. Ugh. What kind of man goes on blaming black men and then goes around fucking with black hoes? Makes no damn sense. But anyways, let's move on. Speaking of hoes, I guess we can go ahead and talk about the whole Dylan Dennis and Logan Paul situation. And shout out to Logan Paul, our Kiss My Ass Award uh, nominee for Celebrity Trash of the Year. So congratulations to our nominee. He just bring up a big case. I'm voting. He's getting my vote probably, but we'll see who else votes for him in the coming weeks when we start the Kiss My Ass Awards. But yeah, he's making a good case to win this, man, because Logan is not looking good, dog. Fucking, it's not looking good. Fucking Dylan is posting all this shit. And for those of you that don't know, Logan Paul, the influencer, the guy who filmed a dead body, all that good stuff, is fighting this UFC fighter named Dylan Dennis. Nobody knew, nobody cared who he was. And dude named Dylan Dennis, he hasn't fought in like 4.5 years since 2019. And so fucking yeah, and so nobody cared about him. They're actually an undercard for the KSI versus Tommy Fury match. They're an undercard, really, if I'm not mistaken. And then fucking Dylan Dennis just started leaking all the tea on fucking Logan Paul's fiance, Nina Argonau or some shit like that. She's a Danish supermodel. I'm sure you guys already, heard the whole story about me and my co-host Dominican Poppy were talking about her. But yeah, overall, he was leaking shit. Dylan Dennis is almost daily with this shit. He's leaking shit almost every other day. Like the amount of fucking ammo that Dylan has on fucking on Nina And Logan is not good, dog. Fucking, it's like every other fucking day, and fucking Dylan just keeps fucking putting him up. Like I don't think he's stopping anytime soon. He just posted another one. Huh. Huh. My man, I was looking at Dylan Dennis's video, but yeah, he's daily with this shit. Check it. He's daily with this shit, man. Fucking has all these fucking pics and videos of fucking Nina. He compared her to Quagmire. This dude does not stop. She's here fucking with another guy. I think that's at the press conference. Congratulations on your child. I know he was just born like a month ago. Congratulations, Dylan. Honestly, I might make a whole category just for Dylan, and we're gonna call it the Dylan Dennis Award. Of course, I need to hit up Dylan Dennis and his team and see what's called. If we're gonna go ahead and name our the Troll of the Year Award and turn it into the Dylan Dennis Award, because I don't think there's ever been a troll like Dylan Dennis in the history. I don't think there's any of them that they even come close. And so I don't see I don't see anybody else that's even got on Dylan's level. And fucking he's every day with it. God damn. And fucking Nina's not helping Logan's case at all. And then she also put a restraining order against Dylan, even though he's not around her, he's not, trying to be with her or anything like that. He's married, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Dylan has he's with somebody else. I don't know if he's married to her, but I think it's a girlfriend. He had a baby with her. But yeah, fucking, it's not looking good. He doesn't want he Dylan doesn't want her. He's just serving all the shit. And so what Nina did, Logan Paul's fiance, she I guess she's taking him to court and she's trying to get paper served to him, but Dylan keeps fucking dodging the paper servers to fucking serve him his papers. And fucking and what's called it's funny as shit. He keeps fucking sneaking around his own apartment building and moving past all the fucking what's called the servers, because they're outside waiting for him every day. And he's like taking pictures of them waiting outside his apartment building. But yeah, fucking yeah, Dylan overall fucking it is pretty much whooping that ass before it even begins. The fight even begins. And psychological warfare, like you were saying, like I believe like Sun Tzu, pretty much like the Art of War or whatever. Not whatever, but it's a good book. I haven't got into it, but I heard it's real good. I want to start reading up on it. Um, on Sun Tzu, and I think he has another book as well. Or there's another like a adaptation for Americans of his teachings. Until the book, I actually want to start studying him a lot more. But yeah, god damn, I keep scrolling down. It's not getting any better. But yeah, fucking. But also to shout out to Dylan, like to keep it real and keep it fair. Dylan, I don't think Dylan's ready for this fight. Honestly, to keep it real, I don't think Dylan's ready because there was leaked footage of him getting his teeth knocked in a little bit. But supposedly it was by the gym, the head of the gym, who's a boxer, actual professional boxer. And but I've seen other sparring videos of Dylan, and I don't know. I don't know if he's ready for Logan. And Logan's not even a good boxer either. But Logan actually has fought some heavy hitters. You know what I mean? So I don't know if Dylan's ready for it, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm just keeping it real, just keeping it a buck. And like I said, I don't fuck with Logan Paul or any of his fucking slaves or posse and shit like that. The one person in that family I do give a small ounce of respect for is Jake, because the way fucking Logan Paul is with Jake, it's like a jealousy type thing. And you know, when you're with your brother, like me and my brother, we started this podcast. Shout out to my little bro, Zeb. What's called? You know, when you're with your bro, and you know, you always have your bro's back no matter what. That should be the number one ultimate thing, is always having your brother's back. I mean, there's nothing much bigger than that, especially, you know, brotherhood. You know, other than fatherhood, there's nothing bigger than brotherhood. You get what I'm saying? And so there's nothing bigger than that. So the fact that him and his brother are fucking feuding, and you know, he's jealous of, like, pretty much you can see it, because when Jake Paul beat, I guess, Nate Diaz, not really, because Nate Diaz didn't really give a fuck about that fight, but just keeping it real. But yeah, Logan Paul was in a corner looking like not cheering for his brother and nothing like that. And you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't give a fuck about him. And these guys go after, you know, the Tate brothers and say they're trash, but then they don't even have any camaraderie, you know, any brotherhood between each other. You know what I mean? You can talk shit about the Tate brothers all day, but they all, no, one thing you can never say is that they're not together and they're not brothers. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have each other's backs. You feel me? So nah, it was fucking nah. Logan overall is a trash person. He'll do anything to further his own career, even if it means going against his own brother. That's the type of man he is. A man that goes against his own brother. You can never trust a man like that. He's a trash person. I don't like him. I don't fuck with his family. I don't fucking with anybody. The only person, like I said, the only person I have 1 ounce of respect for is Jake. That's it. That fucking everybody else can get fucked on the real. But yeah, anyways, but yeah, shout out to Dylan Dennis, man. Hopefully I can get you on for a session. I'm gonna hit you up. I tagged you on one post, and I think you saw it. I'm not too sure. I can't say for certain, but I tagged you, and I think you allowed it. I think Logan already had blocked it out. Like, he has this thing where all the messages get blocked out immediately. Anything when he has like an algorithm, something that blocks out immediately. But you're the one. I attacked both of y'all, and you're the one that actually accepted the message. So shout out to you, man. I know you're getting messages left and right. Hopefully I can get you on for a podcast, or hopefully I can get permission to use the name for our Troll of the Year award, but who knows? But shout out to you, big dog. And again, congratulations on your child, on your newborn, and best of luck to you. And I guess best of luck to KSI and Tommy Fury. What's called? But yeah, I guess we can move on. And I guess around that realm, and so we could get a little political, I guess. So somehow, you know, the government is releasing all this footage and all these photos. Mexico came out today and released pictures of UFOs that crashed in their country, in Mexico. And so they released they were like small miniature bodies of aliens, like actual aliens supposedly, in their bodies. They revealed them and everything, which was crazy. But you know, you know the fact that they're releasing this shit, it doesn't seem right. You know, this should be like the top of the news. I mean, people have been saying for years that UFOs are real and UFOs are this and that. All the shows that have been dedicated to finding UFOs. You would think this is the number one news in the world, right? You're thinking, and not to mention that lady in the airplane, you know, fucking, you know, supposed to be reptiles or something like that, was on the plane, you know, reptiles and aliens and shit like that. You would think that would be number one news. It's not. Or no, well, yeah, it's not. Like, people are so, like, people don't really care anymore. You know what I'm saying? My bad, right? I'm over here dealing with my black pussy. My black pussy. And over here scratching the table and shit. But yeah, you think that'd be the number one news? That'd be the number one thing to talk about. It's not, because nobody even cares anymore. There's so much shit going on. Inflation's at the all-time high. Fucking what's called the Epstein flight log still hasn't been released. I mean, when are they going to release the flight log? I mean, we've been waiting for the longest time. I mean, are they even going to release it? I mean, are there political officials on that list that they don't want to release? I mean, of course, like Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, all these dudes that they don't want getting released. I mean, you would think that shit would have been released by the time Jeffrey Epstein killed himself, supposedly. But fucking no, there nobody gives a fuck because there are bigger things than that shit. Which is crazy to even think about. Is aliens as a side, like the fact that alien news is a side note and confirmation that we're not alone in this universe is a side note. Come on now, let's keep it real. So the government released about like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago probably. The government released a site where they're gonna be showing all UFO footage. You know, pretty much the unreleased UFO footage from 2020 when they're showing little bits and pieces that the government, you know, coincidentally just wanted to start releasing when Ghislaine Maxwell got arrested. But yeah, yeah, no coincidence. But yeah, they've been releasing all sorts of shit, and but they nobody gives a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, show us the fucking Epstein flight log. You know what I mean? Uh, show us how much you actually sent to Ukraine. Show us who your donors are, whose pockets are getting greased during these elections. Who's electing all these fucking these Congress people that are fucking 60 years plus? Excuse me for spitting, but 60 years plus years old. These motherfuckers need to be retired. Like fucking Nancy Pelosi's gonna be fucking running again for re-election at 83 years old. Mitch McConnell almost had a fucking stroke and froze up when he was asked about fucking running again. Like, are we? You know what I mean? Like, these are the motherfuckers running our country. Really, the presidency is really just a figurehead. And surprisingly, all these Congress people, congressmen and congresswomen, their pockets get greased up. They come in and most of them they have a salary of like $100,000, $200,000, but somehow because of insider trading and doing all this extra shady shit underneath where they can actually manipulate the tax code because they're the ones that pretty much run it. They're worth hundreds of millions of dollars now. I mean, fucking Nancy Pelosi's worth almost $200 million off $193,000 salary. The most she should have made in her entire career was like $4 or $5 million. How is this lady worth almost $200 million? So I mean, all this shit's coming out. I mean, are you surprised? Not to mention re-election for presidency is right around the fucking corner, and now they're getting Trump in the fucking. Now they're throwing Trump in the slammer. Now is the time to throw him in. And keeping it real, I don't like Trump. I don't like anything about Trump. I don't. I don't like. I don't like Trump. I don't like his personality. I think he's a big fat orange dickhead. Really. However, why now are we going after Trump? Why after it's been proven that he paid Stormy Daniels $100,000 of taxpayers' money, or why now after fucking after it's already been on hold for about a year and a half now that he took classified files home with him and a bunch of classified documents that weren't supposed to be taken. Why now? Why is now the time? And like I said, I do not fuck with him in the slightest. And not to mention, even Putin came out and was saying that it was just political, rivals going at each other. It was a whole political ploy, which I actually agree with him, believe it or not. Why now? Why is now the time to go after him? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't like Trump in the slightest because of the way he is. Like low key, he probably is a big giant racist. Low key. Because remember back in I believe it was in the 70s or late 60s, that his family went to court against the DOJ, the Department of Justice, because they weren't allowing African Americans onto their properties and they were discriminated against them on their properties. And then they started buying up projects and started forcing and kicking black people out of their communities and redoing it, doing some shady ass shit and fucking, which, listen, if it's business, it's business, which I understand, but there has to be some morality. Those motherfuckers had no morality back then. They had none. And so they didn't give a fuck. They would get rid of anybody. So they were still trying to segregate against blacks in their property. But at the same time, I also do remember there was promoters that didn't want Don King to have his fights there for, I believe, for the Mike Tyson fights and shit like that. Trump was there. Trump let him do it at the Trump Towers, or the boxing matches at Trump Towers and shit like that. So I mean, it overall I don't like the dude. Overall, I just don't. Trash dude, trash human being, trash, just trash person overall. Not to mention he was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, and the funny thing is nobody talks about it. Best friends with Jeffrey Epstein back in the 90s when he was doing the worst of the fucking worst to children, underage girls. And not to mention there's video footage of him telling Epstein how to get girls. So overall, just a trash person. Don't like him in the slightest. But I have to keep it real. Why now? Why now are we going after this dude? You know what I mean? You had all this evidence for years. You know what I mean? Everything against him right now, had it for years. But now he's like, now is the time to go for him right before a presidential election when he's really the hottest ticket. I don't see nobody really fucking with Trump this coming election. No Democrats, no Republicans. I don't see nobody. Maybe Robert Kennedy, maybe. But even then, I don't think he even has a big enough what's called fan base. I mean, or voters base, and I don't think he has a big enough army, not like Trump army. So I don't know. I don't see anybody fucking with him. And honestly, if if he doesn't get convicted or any of these charges, which he probably is, from the looks of it, because they're about to give this motherfucker almost 1,000 years, which he's not gonna live to see the end of. Nobody can. That motherfucker won't even make it past year 5 in fucking prison, which I'm sure they're not. They're gonna give him house arrest, but still, he's not gonna see the end of it. So I don't know. I don't. It doesn't make sense to me. If they had all this evidence, everything going against them, why now? Why now at the end of Biden's, fucking term? Now it's the time to go after this old motherfucker. Speaking of old motherfucker, that old motherfucker doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. They actually are considered, supposedly it was reported that Kamala Harris might have to actually take over office because Biden's unfit to, which he wasn't fit to fucking run for presidency in the first place. But everybody was so happy to get rid of Trump. They're like, "Man, get rid of him. Yeah, we'll believe in you, Biden. We'll vote for you, man." Y'all voted for him just to get rid of fucking Trump. Y'all did not care about his policies, and they didn't give a fuck about nothing. You didn't give a fuck about that student loan forgiveness bullshit, which I think is bullshit any fucking way. But fucking, because the banks are still going to be making money off that. But banks are always going to be making money off fucking student loans. I mean, it's, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, it's pointless. It was pointless to fucking elect him. I would rather have Trump be reelected and him end it off here and then go off to jail for the shit that he actually did. There's some other shit. Yeah, the shit I think he actually did was the Stormy Daniels shit, which is a big no-no, which I think he should go to jail for. I don't know. There's some other shit there. I just haven't looked at it. The bail, the fucking voting ballots or something like that, which I don't think he did. I think people actually voted for him, but Biden, I think won. Biden, I think won, but I don't think it was as big of a distance as people made. I think it was closer than what it really was, but who knows? But yeah, no, it's just funny though. Now is the time to go after the dog. I don't like him in the slightest, but I definitely don't like Biden's ass either. He's a racist too back in the 70s. You know what I mean? And he just made up for it by being with Obama. I don't know. He's that dude that said one racist joke at a party, and now he celebrates Kwanzaa. You know what I mean? It'll be that one white dude that said that one racist joke at a Christmas party, and then now he celebrates Kwanzaa and takes time off for it. Celebrates Black History Month. You know, which I think is a sham anyways either. But fucking I don't know. But yeah, overall, if Trump gets convicted for any of those things, he ain't gonna see the light of day. But he's rich, so they're probably gonna put him in house arrest. Who knows? And like I said, don't fuck with him the slightest. But I don't like the way they did it. Honestly, my personal opinion, I'd say he'll be a better president now than Biden or Kamala. Just keeping it real. Because those motherfuckers haven't really done nothing. What have they really done? You feel me? And so they haven't helped us on healthcare. They didn't help citizens. Supposedly, the lower class, the people that they represent mainly, the poor class, they did not help them one bit. Matter of fact, they allowed interest rates to get raised for property owners, which in return raised rent rates because now property rates that they're being rented on, they had to raise up the rent because now properties are getting raised up on interest rates. I mean, they allowed so much bullshit to happen. The SEC's full of shit. What's called Gary Gensler's punk ass talking shit about crypto, all that shit, which he has nothing. Which surprisingly, he's also worth almost almost a couple $100 million off $100 and something $1,000 salary. Gary Gensler, by the way, is the head of the SEC. Pretty much regulates stocks, stock trades, or crypto, all that stuff. And yeah, he supposedly is trying to help people, but he's not. He's just getting his pockets greased, and I'm pretty sure he he does inside trading. He gets paid by all these big corporations, probably like Vanguard or BlackRock, to manipulate the market. You know, so I don't know. I don't fuck with the bullshit. The politics is just bullshit that's thrown at you. I'm not left. I'm not right. Because honestly, I think they're both bullshit. To keep it real. And some of the independent politicians as well, Tea Party, independent politicians, even they are becoming corrupted. You feel me? And they're the ones that don't really get the major votes or the major donors. And so even they're becoming corrupt. So all these all these politicians are just here to get their pockets greased. That's all, and then get involved in inside trading. But hopefully, who knows? Let's see what happens. I don't like getting too political because I get raw with it. But yeah, it really is what it fucking is because I don't fuck with any of them in the slightest. But anyways, I guess we can talk about the big dog. I guess we can get into uh Oh, my bad. Lost my train of thought. But yeah, we can talk about the big dog, Shiba Inu. Um, yeah. I know I made a video, Shiba Inu, saying that Shiba Inu, it is a crypto segment. So if you don't want to skip, probably skip like 10 minutes ahead. Good 10 minutes. I ain't going to go too crazy. But yeah. Yeah, let's hit it. So going back to about a month and a half ago, Shibarium gets released at the Futures Convention in Canada. You know, Shiba Inu gets released. You know, it's a horrible launch. It's a horrible fucking advertisement. Everything's just bad. And they fucking release a book or whatever for a fucking whole ETH, a whole Ethereum, which is around like $1,700 right now, which it's not really worth it to keep around. And they release a clone, and they had cryptic ass messages, and they pretty much tanked the coin itself just by holding on to information and being cryptic with all these messages and shit like that. So pretty much it was a whole bunch of bullshit. And now, you know, couple weeks later, a week ago, um, Lucy Shibb comes out and pretty much says our main goal is not Burns, which was the whole hype around fucking Shibarium was Burns. And if you look at the past video, you know what I'm talking about. Shiba Inu is the future. I'll put a link down below. But yeah, the whole fucking hoopla about fucking Shibarium was the burn mechanism in Shibarium, which was projected to burn between 5 to 100 trillion tokens a month off just transactions. And so people were hyped about it. That was the hype train. Because think about it, Shiba Inu has a token supply of 589 trillion tokens, which is a lot. And so we needed to bring the supply down. That way we can raise up the price. So, again, we're thinking this is, going to be the big thing. We waited, 2.5 years for. And they've been talking about this burning mechanism and on their website and everything. So we're like, okay, bet. And so when it releases, Lucy Shibb was talking on the AMA, some shit like that. Ask Me Anything on X, I think. And fucking, she came out and said, burns aren't everything. We're trying to adopt our stuff into different, partnerships and shit like that. I was like, what? I was like that Russell Wilson moment. Not Russell Wilson, Russell Westbrook. And we were like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, Burns was the whole hype around Shibarium. That's the only reason why people were buying this token, was hoping that you're going to burn the supply down. And then they came out and they're like, no, we're not, that's not our end goal anymore. And we're like, what the fuck? The fuck you talking about? And so Lucy Shibb came out and said, yeah, our adoption's our main goal. So what they mean by that is being adopted by different companies that use Shiba Inu, like Wellies and John Richmond. It's a fashion company. And, pretty much greasing the developers' pockets. However, it's leaving the retail investors, with their hands out. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? They grease up the pockets of anybody that holds Bone and all these side tokens that are around SHIB, but it's not helping SHIB itself. They have Bone, Leash, and Bad Idea, other tokens, which I'm invested in, but still, these are just surrounding with SHIB. SHIB's the main goal. And so we're thinking this is going to help SHIB, SHIB, the Shibaverse, everything. And no, they're just doing it just to get more adoption and get more projects on their website. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then now they're saying that we have to have at least 5 million wallets on Shibarium before they can start doing the burns. And so it's like they kind of went back on their word, and now kind of leaving, us, fucking, with our ass out, leaving retail investors, 9 to 5ers, and now it's looking like that Shiba Inu dream. It's not going to happen anytime soon, not within the next 10 years. And nobody really has time to wait 10 years to see if something's going to blow up. That may or may not blow up. It's not even guaranteed. You feel me? Nobody has time to invest their money in. So hopefully, I hope the Shiba team, I'm going to give the Shiba team some time to correct their mistake, because they usually do engage with their investors, which I like. But they need to understand what the investors want, and that is burns. Investors want this shit to be burnt off. Investors are tired of fucking, of the supply being 500 billion tokens, which is crazy. You can't really burn that crazy amount without it having something big going behind it. You know what I mean? People right now, people have invested $4 billion into your token. That's your market cap. That's where it's at right now. $4 billion have been put into this token. Half of that's from retailers, and others are from whales, other developers, et cetera, et cetera. Most of this shit is coming from retailers. That's your main bottom line, is your retail investors. And like I said, the whales are fine too, but overall, you're fucking over the retail investors. The whales can wait years. They don't mind doing that because, they're already rich and everything. People like me, people that, work 9 to 5s, the Joe Schmoes, everybody that, is working, the 99% of people here in America or the world, we don't got time to wait 10 plus years, because that's what it's projected, that if it's just slow burns and the way we're doing it now, it's projected like around 11 years that we can actually burn the supply. 10 to 11 years is when the supply would actually be burnt off. Nobody has time to wait that long. Let's keep it real. So what I implore the developers, Satoshi Kusama, Ryoshi, Lucy Shib Informer, all those people that are in the development team of Shiba Inu, I suggest you devote all your focus onto Shiba Inu and the Shiba Inu community and the Shiba Army. Because right now, you only do all this side shit to grease your own pockets, which is fine. I hope you all get paid too. But at the same time, it's kind of a, middle finger to your bottom line, your retail investors, man. So I suggest y'all fucking get your shit together and fucking start focusing on Shiba Inu and what it could be and what you guys promised, and start lining it up, because fucking nobody's gonna wait no 10 plus years for you. They're gonna pull out of your project within the year. It's gonna tank the entire fucking coin itself once people start pulling out. People are not gonna care anymore, and they're just gonna pull out, and you guys were just a could have, would have, but should have. That's all you guys are gonna be. I know I kind of fucked that last line up, but fuck it. But yeah, it's gonna be coulda, woulda, shoulda. And like I said, I still have faith in the token, the same FUD. Also, this is not financial advice, so do not take any of this advice like as absolute certainty. Do your own research and invest responsibly. But yeah, you guys have you guys have a whole year before people realize that you guys are not gonna give a fuck. You guys don't give a fuck about this project. And like I said, I admire people that don't give a fuck, but when you start fucking with people's money, that's when shit gets fucked up. And honestly, like I said, if they're not going to devote any of the retail investors or people curious on getting into SHIB, I say get into SHIB now. That would be, if I was you, I'll get into SHIB now, get at least 10 million Shiba Inu, which would be like $70. It ain't really worth much as of now. So $70 some. Get into SHIB, hold 10 million, and just see what happens. 10 million should be the bottom line. Like me, I got 50 million plus. If I have to go down to 10 million because I start, not believing in this project, then I'll do that. When I don't believe it, when I don't believe in it, I just hold the bare minimum of what, could get me past financial freedom. And I just sit on it, because I'm not going to invest another dime in a project that's not going to be doing, not going to be keeping their promises. So if y'all ain't going to keep your promises, people shouldn't invest into your token. They shouldn't, especially any retail investors. I wouldn't, keeping it real. If they don't keep their promise, they have about a year. I'm gonna give them about a year and see where it is and hold on to it. If I don't see any improvement or anything, I'm gonna go down to the bare minimum of 10 million SHIB and just sit on it and move on to the next project I believe in. Because I'm not gonna be waiting no 10 plus years for y'all to blow up, because y'all bullshitting. You know what I mean? Get your shit together and let's make this fucking money, all right? But yeah, again, not financial advice. But yeah, any retail investors coming in, I'd probably just get the bare minimum, 10 million SHIB. If you guys just want to see what happens. If you guys don't give a fuck, then do whatever you want to do, But just coming in, I'll try to go for 10 million and just see what happens. Not financial advice, just what I would do. But as of right now, for me, I'm already 50 million plus. I'm not investing anymore into this project. Not until I see actual burns and I see actual change. I'm not investing anymore. Like on the real, like it's yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna whatchamacallit. I'm not gonna invest anymore. It's not. And I get it, and y'all would be good with all my money anyways. But still, again, once it adds up, it's gonna add up. That's gonna be a bottom line because 50% of all your investment, 50% plus of your investment is from retail investors. So it would be behoove of you if you fucking get your shit together. But yeah, hopefully y'all get your shit together and actually fucking keep your promises. Because like I said, if you're greasing your pockets, that's fine. But fucking overall, get your shit together and fucking make sure the people that got you to where you are right now, make sure their pockets are greased too. You feel me? Yeah, sorry about that. People walk around this house and shit. But fucking yeah, make sure you keep your damn promises and fucking yeah, let's just make this money. It can be really simple or it can be very hard. And so if you guys are making it hard or some shit like that, it, I can't help you and I can't defend y'all. But as of now, I do say Shiba Inu is the future. I'm still gonna hope run off hopium and hope that y'all get your shit together. Because I really hope y'all get your shit together. Y'all have a year with me. After that, I would just remove. I would remove I would just sell the majority of my stake in y'all's coin because I'm not gonna hold on to something that there's no future. You feel me? But as of now, I still see a future. I do see a future where y'all get your shit together and actually start investing into your actual investors. So we can end off there with crypto. But yeah, let's see. There's something else. God damn. There's something else. I just can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, so Doja Cat, my bad, going into Doja Cat. If y'all listen to Doja Cat, which I ain't gonna lie, she's a good artist, a pretty great artist. And but if y'all listen to Doja Cat, if there's anybody close to Doja Cat, anybody that's good friends with her, check in on her, see how she's doing. Yeah, it has not been looking good for her as the past week or so. I mean, she dropped that video with the demons and shit like that, and was fucking around wearing some crazy ass shit. That that's what we call industry hoe. And sometimes industry hoes lose their fucking mind. They shave their hair, shave their eyebrows and shit like that. They go to Madonna level of industry hoe, and that's where I think Doja's gonna end up at. It's just she's gonna end up as the the new age Madonna, pretty much. I mean, she came out hot and swinging. I mean, she has some of the best songs out there for any female singers or rappers slash rappers. Honestly, as like compared to all the new rappers and fucking singers that are out now, all the female rappers and singers, she's easily, like as of now, top five. I can actually say that without a doubt. She has so much influence. So if there's anybody out there, and I can actually keep it real. I actually liked what was that one song of hers? Man, I can't remember it, but it was actually catchy. I actually caught it's the one with Gucci Man like that. Actually, it was like nodding my head. I was like, okay, okay. And so I can actually say for a doubt I actually listened to one of her songs. It was like that. You know, that's when you're on a car ride home, but you already dropped off your homies. You're by yourself. You can jam freely as you want. You know, I put in my Taylor Swift mixtape and start jamming out to 16. Uh, or wait, was it 17 or 16? I can't remember. Like I said, I don't listen to her, but like fucking, but yeah, that one song like that with Gucci Man, that for me is that one car ride home where you don't want nobody to know you singing that song, and you start acting tough. You driving home like you listen to fucking 50 Cent in the car, and I start mumbling Many Men, and I'm listening to like that and shit like that, or Kiss Me More. That's why I actually keep it real. Yeah, fucking somebody check up on Doja. She, yeah, she just had a weird fucking, a weird fucking couple years. It was the way she rose to fame and shit like that, and the shit she did in that white supremacist channel. Like, I feel like she's those black people that, and I think she's half white too, but she's like those black people that don't want to embrace their blackness. They just use it to get money, or in this case, get money and get fame and all this shit. But when it comes to actually being black and actually doing their part in the community, shit like that, they're nowhere to be found. So honestly, this is not a person to be looking up to. I mean, this girl was caught on white supremacist channels, sucking up to white men. She likes white boys, but everybody has their thing. I'm not judging nobody, but at the same time, it's like it's weird. Like some of the shit she says, it don't add up to the shit she uh, purports. The image she purports doesn't match up to the way she's living, and not to mention she went after her own fans. You know what I mean? Her own fans. She turned on her own fans and shit and started talking shit, which is something you don't do in the music industry. You know what I mean? That's a no no. And she's a fucking from looks of it, looks like she's a puppet in fucking yeah. She looked like she's a puppet in fucking in the industry, industry baby, like fucking wasn't it Lil Nas X and the shit they have him doing and her doing. Best believe they sold their souls to the devil and shit. Probably. That's probably why she lost her fucking mind, because now she doesn't even have a soul, probably. You know what I mean? Even if she was to come back and be like, no, I believe in God now, this and that, the devil has a soul now. She got all that money, got all that fame. That girl's gone. That girl believes in the devil. She does all this demonic ass shit. She claims to be a goddess. She always puts herself in this goddess like image. And black women listen to her and they eat it up. And she doesn't give a fuck about it, really. And she doesn't really give a fuck about the black community, really. And black people eat that shit up, especially black women. She don't give a fuck about you. Actually, none of these fucking music industry artists and shit like that, they don't give a fuck about you, really. Just keeping it real. But yeah, if you close the Doja, check in on her, man. She, of course, make sure she's not, doing no fucking devil rituals in the room while you hitting her up. But yeah, check in on her if you're her best friend. All those motherfuckers sold their souls and shit like that. She probably having sex with the devil. You got knocked first with a crucifix. Yeah. Hollywood is strange. All that shit. Strange as fuck. Hey, let's see. Let's see. Trying to figure out. Ugh. Why the fuck? I'm looking at X right now, and it's supposed to be Elon Musk. Musk posted a pic of Amber Heard. Ugh. Ugh. Nah, man. Yeah, fucking. I don't know what the issue with that is, but I ain't even gonna talk about it. Sometimes I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Let's see. I'm trying to see what the fuck it is. Oh, talk about some football. We can talk about some football. We can talk about football. Football. We can talk about football. Shout out to the Texas Longhorns for defeating Alabama. Fucking, that was a nice win, but the thing is, Alabama ain't what it used to be. Since Jalen Hurts been there, it ain't what it used to be. Let's keep it real. But still, a win's a win. So shout out to Texas. Go Longhorns. And let's see. And I don't like the Cowgirls, but I'll give them credit where credit's due. Shout out to y'all. Congratulations. Fucking, even though you played a sorry ass New York Giants, they sorry as hell. Like they not the team to beat. Let's just keep it real. They're not the team to beat this year. So Cowboys fans, Cowgirl fans, give it about another 2-3 weeks, then start talking that shit. Y'all did this last year when they blew out fucking Minnesota Vikings. They were like, Cowboys are back. They back. They're going to the Super Bowl. They back. Calm the fuck down. Yeah. Oh yeah, y'all motherfuckers were. Y'all nipples was so hard it was piercing the fucking. You're probably piercing your fucking shirts. But now that fucking the fucking Kansas City game though, with fucking the Detroit Lions stunning them, was crazy. Detroit, what? Shout out to my people, all my people out in Detroit, baby. I know y'all was getting crunk after that. Cause fucking, I still couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that they were even that close. Jared Goff is pretty all right. He's a good, easily I could say he's a top 10 quarterback, top 10, top 15. He'll break the list, but he is not no beating Patrick Mahomes at home. You know, type court. He ain't that type of quarterback. You feel me? But overall, and not to mention, I'm not gonna blame all that on Mahomes either, because fucking whoever put that rookie out there, number 19, I'm not even gonna say his name. Um, I would bench him the rest of the year. It's time to bench him. Yeah, that man showed you everything he could. You tried it. No, he's going to take his ass to the bench. I'm sorry. That man dropped how many passes? 3 or 4? Benched. I'm sorry. Benched. And again, first game, and you can't really judge somebody off for first game. But when you do something like that at home and you get fucking taken over by fucking Lions and you have a chance to be the one, I get it. I get it. It's a lot of fucking pressure to be the one to actually bring your team back to a victory. I get it. There's a lot of pressure, but you are the fucking Kansas City Chiefs. You guys fucking thrive under pressure. You're the improvised. You have Mr. Improviser in there, and you have one of the greatest coaches now, Andy Reid. Yeah, he's one of the best coaches in the league, if not the best. So no, you either have to get down or lay down, and hopefully you lay down on that bench because you should not be coming out on the field at least the rest of the season, at least half the season. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. My Texans, man, they tried, man. Texans, y'all got a solid defense, man. But that boy, fucking CJ Stroud, that boy looked lost. And I can't even talk shit because he actually fucking, he tried to do something. He actually tried. But fucking, that boy looked lost. That boy's lost. Honestly, you had a better chance winning that game with fucking Mills. As bad as Mills is, Mills is actually a more accurate passer and actually could have got you in the end zone at least once or twice. Could have gotten you over that hump because they couldn't score no touchdowns and keep it real, neither could Lamar Jackson. But that defense held them up, and not to mention the fucking O line that Texans have, garbage. They got a garbage O line. It's not. They're not. They're not. They're not your average stars. I think they even pulled people from the fucking practice squad to fucking be in that game. It was bad. They had nothing but starters and practice squad on there. It was a bad mix. And the starters couldn't get no rest either. I mean, even with the starters, they were getting blown out by that defense. That D line was blowing their ass out. But yeah, and then going over the Ravens, hold up before I go over the Ravens. CJ, I better not see you in Houston partying or doing nothing. I'm gonna go around Houston. I'm gonna be driving around. If I see your ass partying or in the club or anything, I'm gonna drag your ass out of there. Be like, get your ass back. Get your ass back in the fucking football field. Go start practicing. You're gonna start your practice hours early. I don't give a fuck if your homeboys fucking they're hurting or whatever. You're gonna start practice early, nigga, because that wasn't good. And the Texas defense, man, you had fucking rookie running backs, and you had running backs that don't even get playing time, looking like fucking elite running back. You had them looking like Emmitt Smith out there. Fucking who the fuck is his name? Flowers? What's his name? Yeah. However, secondary on the Texans, hats off to you. But fucking, but yeah, it was nah. That's not it, Chief. It's not it. They didn't even play Singletary either. Might be time to. Unless he's hurt. I don't know if he's hurt or not. I don't see him on the. I could be wrong because he had 7 carries, but nah, he give him some more minutes. Give him some more carries. He'll come around. Um, yeah, that CJ, your ass better not be in no clubs, dog. Your ass better be practicing, watching film. Ain't time to fucking rest up, dog. It's football season, baby. It's football time. Crunch time, baby. Let's go. Fucking, I better not be bullshitting, man. For real. And going over to Lamar Jackson, I mean, I already said it. He's not. Everybody hypes him up for being an elite quarterback. He's not an elite quarterback. He's a glorified running back at the quarterback position. That's Lamar Jackson's career. He is a glorified running back at a QB's position. That is it. He's not quarterback's not for him. However, he can pull out some wins out of his ass. So I mean, I can't give him props, but at the same time, he's not a quarterback. Everyone say, "Oh, he's elite. He's top 10, top." No, he's not. He's a glorified running back in the quarterback's position. Let's keep it real. Not to mention he threw that one pick. I don't. And he had some fucking weapons. He has an Odell Beckham, but he's not going to use it. I don't think so. Because what's the name? I think C.J. Stroud had more yards than him, and he had a bad game. Yeah, he had more yards than him. Lamar Jackson only had 169 yards. Fucking Jackson had more fucking yard, had the same amount of yards as fucking Pierce, the running back from the Texans. Nah, man, fucking, he's not a quarterback. Everyone's kissing his ass a little too much. Let's see. I I knew Bryce Young wasn't gonna have it in him. Bryce Young, I mean, was he 5'9"? Bryce Young, Panthers versus Falcons. Falcons look elite. Falcons they look like they're ready. Jaguars, they look like they're ready. They played a Colts. Like I said, you need 3 or 4 games before you can actually start believing in these teams because that shit could turn around quick, especially off an injury. San Francisco 49ers beat the Steelers. I mean, Steelers are okay. They ain't really nothing to brag about. Titans lost to the Saints. That one was a surprising one. I thought the Titans would have had that one. I actually picked the Titans to win that one, but it is what it is. Like I said, the Saints think fucking Derek Carr can save their fucking team. I don't think so, dog. Actually, let's see how many yards that fucking Derek Carr had. He had 305 yards, but only fucking 1 touchdown and an interception. And Tannehill was horrible. He had 3 interceptions. I think I seen bits and pieces of that game. He had a bad fucking game. And D.O.R, yeah, that wasn't look good. And fucking Derrick Henry only had 63 yards off 15 carries. That's nah, man. That dude, Derrick Henry should have been bulldozing through that weak Saints defense. Because I don't even think they have Jordan as of now. If I'm not mistaken, on the D line. I don't know. Eagles. That game was a little bit closer than I thought against the Patriots. Yeah, I would have expected the Eagles to take it by at least 20, at least by 3 scores. But who knows? Chargers and Dolphins. That was a hype. That game was so hyped. I was fucking with it. I don't know Herbert and them. I actually like Herbert. The Chargers right now, I don't know, man. They might do something, but like I said, he might end up feeling that Philip Rivers curse. You know what I mean? And then Philip Rivers replaced somebody, and they had the same thing where they're a decent quarterback, but they just never did. They were more than decent actually. They were top. I would say they're top 4, top 5 for years. They're going to be in the top position. They're going to be at the top of quarterbacks, but they're never going to make it past, a couple round 1 or 2. You feel me? It's just that curse, man, that comes with that Chargers curse, man. But hopefully they do something, and hopefully they break it. We'll see. Fucking the Packers, fucking yeah, that was a good one. I actually, what's his name, Jordan Love. I was telling people, give him a chance because last year when fucking Aaron Rodgers was fucking bullshitting, I was telling people, give fucking Jordan Love a chance. He needs a chance. And fucking, yeah, motherfuckers wouldn't believe it. Like, Jordan Love ain't gonna do shit, man. That nigga coming off the bench. Jordan Love, oh man, that nigga ain't shit. Actually, the funny thing is, I was talking to somebody at work. I think you know who you are. He was hyping up Justin Fields over Jordan Love. He said Justin Fields was gonna destroy the Packers. So what's called? Yeah, shout out to Jordan Love, man. I'm glad you finally gained your minutes. Uh, yeah, but yeah, dog was a beast that game. I ain't gonna lie, that boy was throwing it. But shout out to the Packers for winning. And that Bills and Jets game, that shit. Man, fucking Aaron Rodgers had like fucking, what was it, like 5 minutes, a whole drive. He didn't even get a whole drive in. Fucking tore his Achilles. That's when you know you're old, man. Your shit can tear a lot easier, man. Like I said, I was telling people, everyone's like, no, Rodgers got like 3, 4 more years left in him. I'm like, man, I don't think he has more than 2. I don't think he has more than 2 on the real. I don't think he does. As much as I like Rodgers, he fell into that. He created a Rodgers curse, or what was it, Brett Favre curse? Only won one Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. Fucking yeah, he fell into that curse, and it just dragged on through the entirety of his career. This year, they actually could have done something, but after that injury, and then that motherfucker dapped up Jake Paul before that drive, and then got injured. I don't know if fucking Jake Paul did something or did some voodoo on fucking on Rodgers, but fucking that was fucking coincidentally done after dapping up Jake Paul. So nah, that was very coincidental. Like that was a big coincidence. Quinkadink or whatever the fuck motherfuckers call it. But them Browns, fucking no, I was about to say something. I was about to quote "Sexy Red." I was about to be like, "Them Bengals pink, them Browns are brown." Bad joke, bad joke, yo. Don't worry, I didn't have to say it. But yeah, they took the Bengals to Pound Town. Yeah, if the Bengals was a random nigga off the street, the Browns was Sexy Red. They took him to Pound Town. A little better, a little better. Fucking, but yeah, they took him to Pound Town. Shout out to Deshaun Watson. Fucking yeah, he's putting up some real shit. And what's his name, Chubb? I like I like Chubb, but I don't think he's at his full potential just yet. I don't think he's actually done everything he wanted to. And then Burrow, I don't know. I don't see. Yeah, Burrow only had 82 yards, man. Burrow wasn't doing nothing. Chase only had 39 in receptions. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I don't think Bengals are competing for anything this year. I mean, that whole injury at training cramp, training camp, fucked up the whole Bengals direction. It fucked them all the way up. Honestly, I don't think Joe Burrow should be even playing. To be honest, I think he should just sit out for the next 3, 4 games and then just come back in. But yeah, he didn't give it time to rest, and it was showing he was sluggish. He was sluggish in his movements. He was getting fucking sacked up. Garrett was going after his ass too. That man was playing. Let's see, and then Design had an interception, but still had a pretty decent game. He had a pretty okay game. Um, for now, I'm saying, yeah, he had a rushing touchdown and he had a passing touchdown. But I think the run game was really what really did it for the Browns though. They're a good team, man. They they're gonna be in the. I say if the Browns play the same way they played yesterday or this past Sunday, they're gonna be primed for fucking they're gonna be primed for what you call it to make it at least to the first second round. They're gonna be primed for that round. They might end up getting a fourth, third seed. But yeah, they're gonna be elite in the division. What was it, AFC North? I say they might end up, I don't know because I want to say Patriots, but at the same time, I haven't seen the Patriots too much. So let's see. Let's see where it goes. But anyways, let's see what's on the head of next week. We got the Vikings versus the Eagles, which is tomorrow actually. For Thursday night football, we got Eagles. Eagles taking that one easily. Also, if you have your own picks, go ahead and put them down in the comment section below. What's called Ravens versus Bengals. The way the Bengals played yesterday, I say Ravens. Or not yesterday, but you know what I'm saying. Seahawks versus Lions. The way the Lions fucking played. If they keep that up, like I said, this is all based off what I've seen the first week. So don't think this is based off last year or anything like that. This is what I'm saying now. What I saw from now, I say the Lions. Lions are taking that. The Seahawks look bamboozled. They look so fucking confused that last game. They didn't know what the fuck they was doing. My Texans versus the Colts. C.J. Stroud versus Richardson. I'm going to go with the Texans, baby. I say they take this one. Like I said, I don't think the Texans are going to do anything this year. I love the Texans, but C.J. Stroud got to get it together. He got to. Bears versus the Buccaneers. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers just because I liked what they did last week. Not because they won, but they actually looked energetic. Jaguars versus Chiefs. I want to say Chiefs, but I think fucking Jaguars might fucking slip out and do something. I'm going to say Jaguars. Fuck. I don't know. Like the fact that that whole Lions game got me shook up. I think they're still drunk off that last Super Bowl. And not to mention they didn't have Travis Kelce. I don't know if he's playing. If Travis Kelce plays this game, I'll pick the Chiefs. But if not, sorry, dog. Sorry, Mahomes. I gotta go with the fucking Jaguars. Those motherfuckers are ready. Those dudes are ready. Jaguars, they're ready to do something this year. Packers versus Falcons. Ooh. It's going to be a tight one. But I say Packers. Yeah. I say the Packers. If fucking Jordan actually fucking adapts the way he did, Packers. Yes, sir. Bills versus Raiders. Let's see. I don't know. Bills versus Raiders. All right. I'm gonna give what's his face a chance. I'm gonna give Josh Allen another chance to close the deal. For Stephon Diggs, that boy he looked so shooken up for the last game. Man, he was so mad. He looks like he's done with Josh Allen. The way he was looking around, looking at Josh, he looks like he's done. Not to mention Josh Allen wasn't even passing it to him like at the end, towards the end, if I'm not mistaken. He looked like he was done with fucking Josh. But don't worry, Stephon, we got room for you over in Texas, baby. Come on, baby. Go and request that trade already. Come to Houston, baby. We need you. Fucking Chargers and Titans. Chargers versus Titans. We're going to go with the Chargers. It's an easy one. 49ers versus the Rams. I'm going to go ahead and go with 49ers. I like the Rams and what they did, but I don't think they really did nothing. In all reality, I don't think they really like brought something out that was like, oh my gosh, they're the greatest team ever. You know, they beat the Seahawks, but I mean, they're the Seahawks. You know, if Russell Wilson's still there, then maybe. But nah, as of late, nah. Giants versus Cardinals. That actually might be a good game because both those teams are a little stanky. Little stanky leg. I'm gonna say the Giants. Actually, you know what? I'm lying. I'm gonna say the Cardinals. I trust Murray a little bit more than I trust Jones. Jones is a little bit more accurate, but the thing is, Jones cracks under pressure. He just cracks under. He just can't. At least when fucking Murray's under pressure, he can actually move around and actually leave the pocket. When fucking Jones gets under pressure in the pocket, he doesn't know what to do. If he doesn't scramble out, he's gonna be locked in. So I don't see them beating the fucking the Cardinals. So I'm gonna say Cardinals, yo. Cardinals. Cowgirls versus the Jets. Yeah, let's go with the Cowgirls. I'm sorry. I gotta go with them. They're just I don't like them, but I gotta go with them. I'm sorry, yo. Fucking if they still have Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Rodgers wasn't fucking so fragile, fucking and old, I would have gone with the Jets, but man, nah, I gotta go with the Cowgirls. I'm sorry. All right, Commanders versus Broncos. Commanders. Yeah, because I like Sean Payton, what they're doing over in Colorado, and they're revamping the team. But the thing is, that's a whole rebuilding process that might end up taking a whole another year. Ain't nobody got time for that now. So as of now, Commanders are actually been built up since the past 2 years. So I trust in Commanders a little bit more. So shout out to Washington. Dolphins versus Patriots. Them Dolphins look elite. I'm gonna go with Dolphins. Like I said, I don't know too much about what's his name, Jones, or what's his face, the quarterback for the Patriots. I don't really. I need to see more of them. Panthers versus Saints. That's a rough one, but I'm gonna go with the Saints. Even though, like I said, there's a little bet I got going on. I think the Saints are gonna be 7-9 this year. A little bet I got going, but I could be wrong. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Saints on this game. They're supposed to win, but like I said, I don't know what Bryce Young is going to bring to the table. I don't know if he's finally going to snap out of that rookie days where he just caught in the days, dazed and confused because you're like, I'm in the NFL now, I'm making millions of dollars, but I'm with motherfuckers that been here for years and they're fucking swollen big. So it's gonna be a rough one, but I'm gonna say the Saints. Browns versus Steelers. I'm gonna go with the Browns. But yeah, that's my pick for this week. What's called is yeah, pretty much what I see so far is some potential. We'll see. Maybe maybe I'll start doing more NFL coverage, more NBA coverage too once NBA season drops. But I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know. Do you like me covering sports at the end, or do you not like me doing it? I mean, just let me know. Give me some feedback. Let me know what y'all think. And what's called also, um, and one last thing off topic. If you ever want to know if your girl's a hoe and you should probably leave her, just look at who's defending her. And fortunately, this past week and a half, Adam 22's been defending Nina, Logan Paul's fiance, for her past, her very explicit past, and wanting fat sausages in her and shit like that. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, we kind of went back to the Logan Paul thing. I just thought about it right now, so I know it was at random. But yeah, if you ever want to know if your girl's a hoe, look at who's defending her and, act accordingly. But yeah, Logan, like I said earlier, like a pimp once told me before, RIP to the homie, um, throw that hoe away. And gentlemen, if you have a hoe out there, if you have a hoe that you know is a hoe, has been around the block, a lot of niggas know her name. Every time we go to a club with her, all these niggas are hugging up on her and giving her that look like, it's like, hey, we gonna fuck again, or when we gonna fuck again? It's time to drop these hoes. Summer's already over, hot girl summer's over. It's fat boy September, fat boy fall. So start focusing on yourself, gentlemen. Don't don't let these hoes fool you. Don't get lost in the sauce. It's time to be men. But anyways, that's it for King Barco here. Thank you for joining me here on Bricked Up. And yeah, talking shit with me today. Or listen to me talk shit today by myself. So if y'all didn't think I could carry an episode, you're not wrong. Because I can. But anyway, shout out to my co-host, Dominican Poppy. I can't wait to start sharing with you again, big dog. Go and show my dog some love. I'm gonna put his socials in the description. But yeah, yo, much love to y'all overall. I mean, of course, without you, none of this is possible. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming here and listening to me talk shit. I know we're lagging on these bonus episodes, but the season hasn't started yet, so bear with us. And once again, anything I say on here is not financial advice. I'm not suggesting anything or giving any advice on anything. So if anything crypto wise we're talking about, there's no financial advice given it on here. So just a disclaimer. But all right, yeah, it's your boy King Barco.
What's good? It's the light-skinned poppy himself, King Barco. That's right, ladies, hold the lip bite. That's right, but watch out, cause there's some niggas out here that might just wake you up. So be careful, ladies. I don't want you getting hard without me. But anyways, a message from King Barco.
That was good, y'all. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been listening in to the 2 Weeks podcast. Your support and your attention is very much appreciated. And we've been reaching out to places like Japan, Germany, Indonesia. So we're trying to get out there, and we really do appreciate you guys helping and pushing the button and clicking on our channel. We really do appreciate it, and we hope you guys continue listening. Appreciate it.